In celebration of National Teacher Appreciation Week, the GRPS Foundation is providing teachers with free classroom supplies. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm News 8 digital anchor Luke Laster here from the Wood TV Live Desk. Joining me this afternoon is Holly Beiser of the GRPS Foundation. Holly, good afternoon to you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Holly, before we get rolling here with the specifics, can you tell me a little bit about your role with the foundation?
My role at the foundation is development director, so sourcing the funds to be able to do exactly what we're talking about today and be able to provide for the teachers and provide for our scholars.
How did the partnership with Storehouse come about? And can you tell me a little bit about Storehouse?
Sure. The partnership actually came about through a joint supporter that we have that is invested in our community to see the next generation of leaders through. They're invested in future impacts, and they introduced the two of us. And I love when that collaboration, it's such a win. I'm a big believer in it when someone can see where two things are meant to come together for good. And that's really what's happened here. Storehouse is also another nonprofit charitable organization that is about sourcing items to provide and support other organizations in the community to really get what a family, an organization needs in their hands. So different items, the likes of, things that are just like home-oriented products, or in this case, school and office supply products.
So tell me a little bit about how you guys are recognizing teachers here this week with GRPS.
Yeah, so we as the GRPS Foundation are providing funds in order for, and we've been planning this for a while. So on the Storehouse side of things, we're providing $20,000 for them to source items that would be of benefit to these teachers so that they can then come and shop the items that we've brought in. So they have a 1-hour time slot with which they get to sign up for, and they come in and they shop for free.
So $20,000 is a lot of money. They have a $50 cap, correct? Each teacher does?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
What happens to the money that's left over, if there is any that's left over?
Well, so that's a great question, because there is absolutely $0 left over because we wanted to be able to provide as much as we could to all of the teachers. And that's precisely what we did. So that's where that dollar value came from. And that's where the provision and the partnership with Storehouse is so great, because of how they operate and where their connections are, we're able to increase our value together. So many, if not most of these teachers on average are walking out with about $150 value in items altogether.
So can you explain a little more about where specifically those funds are coming from? That is from Storehouse?
That is from the foundation. That is a gift on behalf of the foundation in order to make it possible. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is this an annual event that you guys have been doing?
Well, it's funny you should ask that. We were just talking about that. Jessica Johns and myself, the executive director for Storehouse, I made a visit yesterday. I got to meet some of the teachers and go through the tour and the process myself, which is pretty fantastic. And we also want to make sure this was predominantly designed for Teacher Appreciation Week solely, but we as a foundation recognize that the needs are many. So how do we meet not only the classroom teacher, which is what this was designed for, but some of the other needs within the GRPS staff too. So we're talking about, how we customize and create additional opportunities, and actually how we can even make this one better for next year.
Tell me about having the opportunity to equip teachers. Unfortunately, we're in a world where there is a teacher shortage, where teachers are having troubles getting enough supplies for their classroom. How important is that to be able to give that to them here in this sense?
I love the timing of this question, actually, because my daughter is also a high school teacher. And I was sharing some of the things that we're doing within our own district for these teachers. And she was like, wow, like that is so awesome. I would love that if that was something that I got the opportunity for. And she literally went through this whole math equation with me on the A to B of how much money she has spent just on glue sticks. this year of her own money. And so the needs are great, and it feels really, really good on our part to be able to do even just this. Like, I'll acknowledge, you're absolutely right. Like there's a shortage. We're living in a really hard world, I think, if we're honest. And so anything that we can do is super fabulous. And so this is one of, kind of our first steps in as a foundation. We are a new team and excited to be able to provide the opportunity. It matters, it's necessary and needed, and we hope to just be able to do more and get even better at it.
How did teachers register for this?
Teachers got to register. We set up a Sign Up Genius. Each teacher got to come in and sign up for a 1-hour slot anytime between this past week, Monday, and up through this week, Friday. And they come in at complete 1-hour shots between 3, 4, 5, and 6 o'clock. And then the event evening ends at 7.
Just one more time on how it feels to be able to help teachers out like this.
In a world when we can get really down and the news can sometimes make you feel bad, right? And life can be hard, work can be hard. I said to somebody yesterday, this is what matters most.
Holly, we appreciate your time. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you tuned in maybe halfway through the stream or just now clicking in and you're viewing here on Facebook, there's a link attached. It takes you over to woodtv.com. You're able to see our full conversation there. Holly, anything else that you'd like to add? If not, no big deal. I always like to ask, though.
No, absolutely. I'm happy actually to just say thank you to our teachers and our staff and just everybody within the GRPS organization. You matter. We're working hard for you and working hard to get the dollars to the students. And if there's anyone out there that feels so moved and wants to volunteer with us, please connect with me. And if you're so moved to donate, that's how we get these funds and appreciate these teachers and support the students in sports, athletics, music, and arts. Holly at grpsf.org.
Holly, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a look at the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm News 8 digital anchor Luke Laster. We'll see you around. Have a good one.